What do you believe is the, one, two, three, the first most important thing in building those long-term relationships like you have, a 17-year relationship, for example?
You think you have to stay
If you were to
relative.
list them.
You need to stay relative. I think people need to know, and I think that's where social media comes into play, just to kind of bring that into the picture. I feel that you need to stay relevant to what's going on in the world. I think if you're not in people's faces and they don't see what you're doing, no matter how good you are, people need to see what you're doing, so that, because it feeds the business. And I think people need to see that, this is what I do, this is how I do it, this is why I'm successful, this is why I can continue being in that position. There's a reason why Tom Brady is where he's at for the past X amount of years.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get there, but he stayed there. And that's where it becomes how does somebody that has this kind of talent, yeah, you can get there. He wins 1 or 2 Super Bowls, but this guy's sustained it there. He's 41 years old, and he's still sustaining top athlete, top team in the world. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish, and that's what you have to be. You have to stay relative, and you have to continue doing the ABCs of everything you do. You're not just to reinvent the wheel. Just do what's working for you. And I think that's where I've been successful, is that I do what's working for me. I don't deviate. I try not to deviate. If this worked for me, then I'm going to continue doing it.
So figure out what works for you and stay consistent with it, just
Correct.
like that gym.
Correct.
You haven't moved it.
No, because this is what works for me. There's some people that go to the gym in the evening time, 8, 9 o'clock at night, and they do it at night. I want to be at home at 9 o'clock with my family. I want to be in the morning when my kids are sleeping, my wife is sleeping. That's when I'll be at the gym. They're sleeping anyway. They're not going to miss me. You know what I mean? When they wake up, I'm there. I try to make it a point that I'm at home every day for dinner at 4 or 5 o'clock. I have an hour dinner with them. I interact with them. I try not to have the phone on. My wife will beg to differ, but I try not to answer the calls or texts. But obviously this is a 24/7 job. I'm always involved, integrated in the business, but I try to give my family that time, taking them to football, taking them to basketball, taking them to their games. I need to, again, what is the purpose of doing all of this if you have nobody to share it with?